Hi, I'm Nathan Johnston, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a new project for a PC3 controller in iecTeso. I have already started iecTeso, so now all I need to do is select File, then New Project. I will give the project a name. We can enter a comment for it. And we'll leave the template default. We could optionally select where the project be located, however I'll leave it in the default location. We now have a skeleton project. The first thing we need to do is import the PLC definition file. To do that, we select File, then Import, PLC Definition. Now we need to locate the TDB file. It's important to know what kernel version you have so that you use the compatible TDB file. In this case, I know that kernel version 1.42 is loaded. The TDB file contains all the I/O board information for the PC3 controllers, as well as C functions and function blocks built into it. Once that is imported, we need to go to the hardware architecture screen and configure the configuration. It's going to edit the properties of it. And we're going to change the target to a PC3 target. Select OK. While we're here, we'll also edit the resource properties. Now this is the period where each cycle of the PLC's code execution is triggered. I'm going to configure a value of 250 milliseconds, and we would recommend that the value not be less than 100 milliseconds, as we need to allow the kernel time to execute its background processes. We then need to insert a network. Right-click the white space and select Insert Network. We want to select eTCP network, which is the protocol based on TCP/IP. Select OK. We then need to create a link between the configuration and the network. To do that, we simply click on the config and drag a link down and join it onto the network. The connection properties then appear, and we need to set the value of the IP address that our PC3 is set to. In this case, I know my PC3 is configured with an IP address of 10.1.6.1. I said OK. At this stage, we can check the configuration by compiling the project, selecting Rebuild Project Library, and saving the project. Now I already have my Ethernet cable configured, connected to the controller, and it is powered. I'll select debug, download, select all, and download. I'll stop and download the code that's currently on it, and that download is successful. This means that our project has been configured correctly and we're able to communicate with the target. We are now at a stage that we are ready to proceed to creating variables, mapping I/O, and developing code. All of what we have covered in this video is detailed in the Getting Started with iecTeso using OEM PC3 controllers manual.